I am Dilip Udani, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today in Sequence and Series, I will teach you a new topic, that is convergence and divergence of an infinite series, telescoping series and geometric series. So let's start. So first of all, we will see what is an infinite series. If we add the terms of an infinite sequence, that is un, and varies from 1 to infinite, then the expression we will get is u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus dash 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 plus un plus dash dash dash, which is known as an infinite series. Now we have some notations of an infinite series. If the series is infinite, then it is denoted by sigma n is from 1 to infinite un or sigma un. If series is finite, then it is called finite series and is denoted by sigma I is from 1 to n ui. So this series is a finite series, whereas this one is an infinite series. Now we will see what is partial sum. If sigma n is from 1 to infinite un is an infinite series, then the partial sum is denoted by Sn and is defined as S1 equals to U1, S2 equals to U1 plus U2, S3 equals to U1 plus U2 plus U3, S4 equals to U1 plus U2 plus U3 plus U4. In general, Sn equals to u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus dash 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 plus un, that is equals to sigma I is from 1 to n ui. So in general, partial sum Sn is nothing but the addition of first n terms of the given sequence. These partial sums form a new sequence Sn. Now we will see convergence and divergence of an infinite series. So first of all, we will see what is the meaning of a convergent series. The series sigma n is from 1 to infinite un is convergent if Sn tends to finite, unique limit as n tends to infinite. That is, limit n tends to infinite, Sn that is equals to s, which is a finite value. When n tends to infinite, then Sn tends to s, some finite value. If we will get this limit, then we can say that the given series is a convergent series. Here S is called sum of the series, that is sigma n is from 1 to infinite un equals to s. Now we will see what is a divergent series. The series sigma n is from 1 to infinite un is divergent if Sn tends to plus minus infinite or limit does not exist. So that is, limit n tends to infinite, Sn equals to plus minus infinite or limit does not exist. As n tends to infinite, then Sn tends to plus or minus infinite or limit does not exist, then we will say that the given series, that is sigma n is from 1 to infinite un, is a divergent series. Now we will see oscillation of an infinite series. So first of all, what is an oscillatory series? The series sigma n is from 1 to infinite un is oscillatory if Sn does not tend to a unique limit as n tends to infinite. So that is, limit n tends to infinite, Sn does not exist. Now we will see properties of series. If sigma un and sigma vn are two convergent series, then sigma cun, when you will multiply un by c, then after sigma un plus vn, this is the addition of two series, and sigma un minus vn, this is the subtraction of two series, are also convergent. And sigma cun, that is equals to c sigma un, because c is a constant value. And sigma of un plus vn, that is equals to sigma of un plus sigma of vn. And sigma of un minus vn, that is equals to sigma of un minus sigma of vn. Removal or addition of finite number of terms does not affect the convergence of the series. If you will add some terms to the series, say sigma un, or if you will remove some terms of the series un, then there won't be any effect on the convergence of the series. So these all are properties of series. Now we have an example. Show that the telescoping series, that is sigma n is from 1 to infinite, 1 over n into bracket n plus 1 is convergent, and find its sum. So here is the solution. Here un equals to 1 over n into bracket n plus 1. Now we will write down this one as n plus 1 minus n and divided by n into bracket n plus 1. Now we will divide n plus 1 by n plus 1 and n by n plus 1. So n plus 1 will cancel out and the result is 1 upon n. Then after minus, n will cancel out and the result is 1 upon n plus 1. So we have un equals to 1 upon n minus 1 upon n plus 1. Now we will find out Sn. So therefore Sn equals to addition of first n terms of the given sequence. So Sn equals to u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus up to dash 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 plus un. Now we have to find out u1. So replacing n by 1, so it will become 1 over 1, that is 1. Then after minus 1 over 1 plus 1, that is 2. So u1 is 1 minus 1 by 2. Now similarly, if you have to find out the value of u2, we have to replace n by 2 in un. So it will become 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 3 plus for n equals to 3, we will be having u3, that is 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 4 and so on, plus nth term is un, that is 1 upon n minus 1 upon n plus 1. Now we will simplify this expression. You can see that minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 will cancel out, minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 will cancel out. So similarly, if you will simplify this expression, you will get only first term and last term. So whenever for the given series, if you will find out its Sn, you will get two terms in Sn only. One is first term and other is last term. So such type of series is called telescoping series. Now we will find out its limit to check whether the series is convergent or not. So therefore limit n tends to infinite Sn, that is equals to limit n tends to infinite, and Sn is 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1. Now as n tends to infinite, then 1 upon n plus 1 tends to 0. So we have 1 minus 0, that is equals to 1. So here we are getting finite value. So the given series is convergent and its sum is 1, that is sigma n is from 1 to infinite 1 over n into bracket n plus 1, that is equals to 1. Okay, now we will see this problem. Prove that the series sigma n is from 1 to infinite n cube is divergent. So here is the solution. Here un equals to n cube. So Sn, that is equals to addition of its first n term. So replacing n by 1, we have first term, that is 1 cube. Then after plus u2 that is the second term 2 cube plus u3 that is the third term, so that is 3 cube plus dash 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 plus nth term is n cube. Now this is sigma n cube and we have formula of sigma n cube, that is n square n plus 1 the whole square upon 4. Now we will find out its limit n tends to infinite, Sn that is equals to limit n tends to infinite, and Sn is n square n plus 1 whole square by 4. So if you will replace n by infinite, in the numerator we will be having infinite, so infinite by 4 it tends to infinite. So here limit n tends to infinite, Sn is infinite, so we will say that the series is divergent. Okay, now we have to discuss the convergence of 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 and so on. So here un is minus 1 raised to n plus 1. For n equals to 1 you will get minus 1 square and that is equals to plus 1. For n equals to 2 you will get minus 1 raised to 3 and that is minus 1. So here un is minus 1 raised to n plus 1. So first of all we will find out S1, and S1 that is nothing but U1. Now if you replace n by 1, so you will get minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1 and that is 1. So the value of S1 is 1. Now S2 that is equals to first two terms, that is 1 minus 1 that is equals to 0. S3 equals to addition of first three terms, that is 1 minus 1 plus 1, so that is plus 1. S4 that is addition of first four terms, so we have 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 that is again 0. In general we are getting S2n that is equals to 0 and S2n minus 1 that is equals to 1. So we can say that the limit does not exist. Therefore the given series is oscillator. Now discuss the convergence of the geometric series a plus ar plus ar square plus ar cube plus dash 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 plus ar raised to n plus dash dash dash, that is equals to sigma n is from 1 to infinite a r raised to n minus 1, where a is not equals to 0. If you will find out the ratio of first two consecutive terms is constant, then the given series is called geometric series. If you will divide ar by a, you will get r. If you will divide ar square by ar, you will get r. So this is a geometric series. Now we have to discuss the convergence of geometric series. Say if r equals to 1, then what will be the addition of its nth term, that is Sn, that is equals to a. If you will replace r by 1, so you will get a into 1, so that is a. Similarly plus a up to dash 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 plus a. And this is the addition of nth term, so we have na, and it tends to plus minus infinite as n tends to infinite. Therefore we can say that the limit does not exist. So the series is divergent for r equals to 1. Now if r is not equals to 1, then we have Sn equals to addition of its first nth term, and that is equals to a plus ar square plus ar cube plus dash 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 plus ar raised to n minus 1. And now if we multiply each and every term of Sn by r, we will get ar plus ar square plus ar cube and so on. And finally if you will multiply ar raised to n minus 1 by r, you will get ar raised to n, and its previous term will be ar raised to n minus 1. Now subtracting these equations, we get Sn minus Rsn, that is equals to a minus ar raised to n. Now taking Sn common, so into bracket we will have 1 minus r, and here taking a common, so into bracket we have 1 minus r raised to n, so making subject of Sn. So we have Sn equals to a into bracket 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r. But for minus 1 less than r less than 1, we know that r raised to n tends to 0 as n tends to infinite. So limit n tends to infinite Sn, that is equals to limit n tends to infinite, and Sn is a into bracket 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r. Now applying limit on these two terms, So a into 1 a divided by 1 minus r, and this is the constant value. As this is not a function of n, then after minus a over 1 minus r will be as it is, multiplied by limit n tends to infinite r is to n. As you know, as n tends to infinite, r is to n tends to 0. So this is going to be 0, and if you will multiply 0 by this value, you will get 0, and we have a over 1 minus r. Thus when mod r less than 1, this is nothing but mod r less than 1, then the geometric series is convergent and its sum is a upon 1 minus r. For r less than or equals to minus 1 or r greater than 1, then the limit n tends to infinite r is to n does not exist. So the geometric series is divergent for these cases. It means the geometric series is convergent for mod r less than 1. It is divergent for r greater than 1. And it is again divergent for r less than or equals to minus 1. Now we have summary of geometric series. The geometric series a plus ar square plus ar cube up to ar is to n, that is equals to up to sigma n is from 1 to infinite ar is to n minus 1, where a is not equals to 0, is convergent if mod r is less than 1 and its sum is sigma n is from 1 to infinite ar is to n minus 1, that is equals to a upon 1 minus r, and it is divergent for mod r greater than or equals to 1. Now we have to prove that 1 plus 2 by 3 plus 4 by 9 plus 8 by 27 plus dash 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 is convergent and find its sum. Now you have to check whether this is a geometric series or not. If you will divide 2 by 3 by 1, you will get 2 by 3. If you will divide 4 by 9 by 2 by 3, you will get 2 by 3. If you will divide 8 by 27 by 4 by 9, you will get 2 by 3. It means the ratio of two consecutive terms is same. So this is a geometric series. Now rewriting the series in the simple form, that is, if you will replace n by 1, you will get 2 by 3 raised to 0. So you will get first term, and for n equals to 2, it will become 2 by 3 the whole raised to 1. You will get second term and so on. It means we can write down this series as sigma n is from 1 to infinite 2 by 3 the whole raised to n minus 1. So this is a geometric series with r equals to 2 by 3 and which is less than 1. Since mod r is less than 1, we can say that the series is convergent. And its sum is s equals to a upon 1 minus r. The value of a, that is the first term, that is 1, divided by 1 minus r, and the value of r is 2 by 3. So 1 minus 2 by 3, so it will become 1 by 3, and 1 upon 3, that is equals to 3. So the sum is 3. Now we have to discuss the conversion of the geometric series. Sigma n is from 1 to infinite 2 raised to n plus 5 upon 3 raised to n. Here sigma n is from 1 to infinite 2 raised to n plus 5 over 3 raised to n. We will write down this series as sigma n is from 1 to infinite 2 by 3 the whole raised to n plus 5 is a constant value 1 by 3 the whole raised to n. Now this is the addition of two series, and both series are geometric series. Sigma n is from 1 to infinite 2 by 3 the whole raised to n plus sigma n equals to 1 to infinite 5 is a constant value 1 by 3 the whole raised to n. Now this is a geometric series. Replacing n by 1 you will get 2 by 3. Replacing n by 2 you will get 2 by 3 the whole square and so on. Now similarly for this series 5 is a constant value. Replacing n by 1 you will get 1 by 3. For n equals to 2 you will get 1 by 3 the whole square, plus for n equals to 3 you will get 1 by 3 the whole cube and so on. So both the series are geometric series, and for this series we have r1 equals to 2 by 3, and for this series we have r2 equals to 1 by 3. And a1 for this series the first term is 2 by 3, and for this series the first term is 1 by 3, so a2 equals to 1 by 3. So a1 equals to 2 by 3 and a2 equals to 1 by 3 respectively. So here mod r1 is less than 1 and mod r2 is also less than 1. So we can say that both the series are convergent. Now s1 equals to a1 upon 1 minus r1, and this is equals to value of a1 is 2 by 3 and r1 is 2 by 3. So 1 minus 2 by 3 is 1 upon 3 and 3 will cancel out. So we have s1 equals to 2. Then after s2 equals to a upon 1 minus r2, value of a2 that is equals to 1 upon 3, 1 minus 1 upon 3 that is equals to 2 upon 3, so 3 will cancel out, so s2 equals to 1 upon 2. Hence the sum is s that is equals to sigma n is from 1 to infinite 2 raised to n plus 5 upon 3 raised to n, that is equals to sigma n is from 1 to infinite 2 by 3 the whole raised to n plus 5, sigma n is from 1 to infinite 1 by 3 the whole raised to n. This sum is 2 plus this 5 will be as it is, and this sum is 1 upon 2. Now simplifying this result, we have sum is 9 by 2. So in today's lecture we have discussed actually what is an infinite series, what is a partial sum, what is the convergence and divergence of the given series, what is an oscillatory series, the properties of series, the telescoping series, and the problems related to all these series. And finally we have gone through the geometric series. We have seen the convergence and divergence of geometric series and examples related to geometric series. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next lecture.